Welcome back everyone. In this video I'm going to be giving you my buyer's guide for purchasing Nerf and other dart blasters. I'm going to be showing you my tips and tricks on how to make sure you get the best deal possible and the biggest bang for your buck. To start things off, I just want to go ahead and say I rarely ever pay full price for my Nerf guns. From all the ones you can see behind me, even the ones that haven't been unboxed yet, out of these, I think 2 of them I paid full price for, and that's just because they were brand new releases and I wanted to get them when they released. Other than that, I never buy full price, and I'm going to tell you how in just a second. And who doesn't love getting a good deal on Nerf? So if you're buying for yourself, definitely check these out before you do anything else. And kids out there who are watching this, your parents love to save as much money as possible. So if you want more Nerf guns, go get your parents and have them watch this video. This will save them money, I can nearly guarantee it. Now, when it comes to buying Nerf blasters, there's 3 stores that my mind immediately goes to, those being Walmart, Target, and Amazon. Those are kind of the big 3 that I just immediately think of when I'm wanting to purchase a new Nerf blaster, mainly because Walmart and Target I can just go in person. They have a huge aisle with a great selection with different brands, and it's nice to be able to go and see them in person. And Amazon, of course, because they have everything, obviously. But those are usually the last places I buy from because they're not always the best deal. But I'll go ahead and let you in on a secret. The best deal I have ever gotten on Nerf actually happened to me a couple days ago, and it was from one of those stores. But more on that later in the video. I'm definitely not saying don't buy from those stores. I buy from them frequently, but I have other stores I definitely check more often because I usually get a better deal from them. But you can also get a really good deal from those stores as well. Walmart, for example, the thing you're going to be really looking out for is clearance or rollback pricing. I got my Nexus Pro at Walmart on rollback, and I saved about $15 on that, which was really nice. Now at Target, I have an example right here of something I purchased from them. I got this Rival Curve Shot, and I don't know if you'll be able to see on the video, but this little yellow tag right here, that is a repackaged price. And from what I can tell, the blaster is in perfect condition. It has everything that comes with it, but it's been repackaged, so originally it was $34 and I got it for $23, so I saved about 30% on this blaster just because it was repackaged. So keep your eye out for some deals like that. Also just check their sales as well. And then of course there's Amazon. Obviously Amazon is going to have almost every single Nerf product there is. They'll have the old ones, the new ones, they have everything, but they usually don't have big sales that go on, except for Prime Day and stuff like that happens occasionally. But they usually don't have the sales from the other places I'll be talking about in a minute that are just constantly on sale. But the main thing I do use Amazon for is price checking. If I'm at a store or checking another website and I see a price and I think it's good, first thing I'll do, compare it to Amazon. It takes like a minute, see what Amazon's selling it for, and Amazon might even have the better deal, so obviously I'll purchase from there instead. So that's what I use Amazon for, is mostly price checking and to find some hard to get, usually discontinued Nerf guns as well. But there are some other stores that I highly recommend checking before you even look at those other stores. And those are stores that you wouldn't commonly even think carried Nerf. And those places in no particular order are Kohl's, JCPenney, and Macy's. Now normally, I just think of these as a department store for clothes and stuff like that, but since these are such big stores, and there's so many of them, most of them have a toys section, and they stock that with Nerf. But most of the people who go there are going to buy clothes, so you're able to get some really good deals on all of the Nerf guns they've ordered to put in their toy section that just never sell because people don't go there to buy Nerf, they go there to get clothes. So you can almost always find Nerf guns on clearance from these stores. Now, I will say, I do not go to these stores in person to try to find these Nerf deals because their Nerf sections are so much smaller than other stores that it's not really worth my time to go and actually check and see what's on sale there. So what I do is I buy almost exclusively from these stores online. And I'll go online, type in Nerf to their search bar, and it'll pop up all of their Nerf products. And usually these stores, half of their Nerf selection that's online is on clearance or on sale of some sort. So you almost always get a great deal when you're going into these. For example, this is a huge box of Nerf guns that I just ordered from Kohl's, as you can see, and the contents of this box would have normally retailed for $105.50. I got them for $60.15. That's obviously a fantastic savings, and one of the best things about Kohl's, not even counting that they almost always have clearance sales on their Nerf, is that you get Kohl's cash back. So with this purchase, yes, I paid $60, but I already had $20 in Kohl's cash that I had saved up from other purchases, and I was able to get another $20 off of this purchase. That being said, if you don't normally use Kohl's cash, it doesn't last forever. You can't just hold it in there, so you do have to buy pretty consistently to be able to use that and get better deals. But in my opinion, and especially at the quantity that I buy, definitely a very big upside, which is why I normally check Kohl's first when it comes to sale items. The reason I don't suggest going in stores is because the selection of your local area might not be great, but when you check online, you're checking all of the stores in the US. For my case, you're checking every store in the US, and you're getting all of the sales from all of the Nerf guns everywhere. Because of that, you're getting a much bigger selection of the Nerf guns, and a lot more are going to be on sale than probably your local store as well. So definitely check these online. So those are some of my go-to sites to find clearance Nerf guns, and I can normally get some really good deals on those sites. But the best deal I've ever gotten for Nerf just happened to me 2 days ago, which is what really inspired me to make this video at all. And that was actually from Target. I was shopping groceries at Target the other day, went down their Nerf aisle like I normally do, and I saw that they had 50% off a huge selection of their Nerf blasters and some of their other brands that they sell there as well, like Dart Zone and stuff like that. But the problem was, almost everything that was on sale had already completely sold out. So I went home, got online, checked to see if they were also on sale online, and they were. So what I did is I bought 7 different Nerf blasters from Target for 50% off or more. And on top of that, I had a coupon for 15% off one entire purchase, so I ended up getting 65% off all 7 of these Nerf guns. If I would have purchased these for their normal retail price, I would have spent $320.42, but I paid $132.51. That is an insane savings. And that, to date, I think is the best deal I've gotten on Nerf ever. That's a huge savings. Now, when it comes to all of my hobbies, I always try to keep one thing in mind, and that's smiles per dollar. And what that means is how happy is whatever I'm buying going to make me versus how much I paid for it. And the happier and the more smiles I get out of it, and the less I paid, the better, obviously, because the whole point of having a hobby is to be happy. It always makes you a little happy when you save money. Now, smiles per dollar, when you're buying things on sales, immediately increases on whatever you buy. For example, one of the blasters I bought from Target for 65% off was normally a $130 blaster. Yeah, that's really expensive for a foam dart shooting gun. Normally, if I had paid $130 plus tax for one single blaster, it would have to perform so well, and I would go into it needing it to be such a good blaster that I would just set it up for failure in my mind, and probably be able to find some faults that I wouldn't normally care that much about if I didn't know the price and I didn't have to save up money and pay that much for a blaster. But I paid $60 for this blaster, and for $60 I'm going to be a lot less critical on the product itself and just have so much more fun going in knowing that I paid so much less for it than I normally would have. So I'm most likely going to enjoy it so much more, and I've just doubled my smiles per dollar, which is fantastic and really what I aim to do in a hobby, is just have as much fun as possible. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, what if the blaster that I really want I can't find on sale anywhere? Well, that is the problem with sale hunting and buying things on clearance from online, is if you have one particular blaster in mind and you're just set on getting that one next, if you can't find it on sale, it's kind of a bummer, and you do end up having to pay the retail price if you're just set on that object. Now, I have done that a couple times, but when you have all of these different sites and stores to check beforehand, and you compare them all, you can still know that you're getting the best price possible, and that's always nice as well, even if you do have to pay close to retail. And I get it, sometimes you just want that certain one, and that's okay. If you think it's worth it for you, do it. Just make sure you're getting the best deal possible. More on that topic though, normally I'll see something online or see that something's being released and oh man, do I want that one more than anything else. But I've found when I go and use this method of buying my Nerf guns, I'll end up getting something that I wouldn't normally get because it's on sale. And normally I wouldn't say just buy things because they're on sale, but when it comes to Nerf guns, if you're enjoying it as a hobby, they're all fun in their own rights, and I end up buying some blasters that I normally wouldn't buy at all and would just completely overlook. For example, the Fortnite Heavy SR, not my normal style when it comes to Nerf blasters, but I got it on a really good clearance sale, so I bought it and I got it in, and if you've seen that review, there's a video of it, please go watch it if you haven't already. But as you can see, I never would have known that the shooting experience of that blaster was so much fun, and I really enjoy it, and I would have never experienced that if I hadn't gotten it on sale. But the biggest one for me is my Nerf Ultra 4. When I was buying the entire Nerf Ultra series, I didn't want the 4. The 4 is just a single shot, front-loading blaster, and when I saw it, I thought it was just going to be like all of the other single-shot front-loaders, and that it was going to be pretty lame, and I honestly didn't even want it, and the only reason I bought it is because I found it for $6, and it completed my set of the Nerf Ultra series. So I bought it just to complete my set, and it was so cheap. And if you haven't seen my unboxing of the Ultra 4, please go watch it, because the first time that I shoot a dart out of this blaster, my opinions completely changed. I love this little blaster, and it was so cheap, and it is so much fun to shoot. This is actually probably my #1 go-to to just pick up and play with while I'm editing my videos. I'll just pick this guy up and shoot darts around the room occasionally and just mess with it, and knowing that I picked this up for $6 and it is so much fun to play with is just fantastic. Smiles per dollar, insane on this little guy. Now that might just be for me, but I would have never bought this if I hadn't gotten such a good deal on it, and now it's one of my favorite little blasters to mess around with. So what I'm really trying to say with that is, try something new. If you can get a good deal on some blasters you normally wouldn't buy, just try it out. Me personally, I think it's kind of worth the risk occasionally to just buy a random blaster because it happens to be on sale and get to know it and see if you enjoy it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a Nerf gun. All Nerf guns are pretty fun. So if you get it for a very good price, I mean, why not? Enjoy it, have some fun, and you might find it becomes one of your favorite blasters that you would have never purchased before. and it's just worth the risk sometimes. Alright, so let's conclude this video and go over all the points again. Main points: check online from non-normal stores when it comes to Nerf blasters. Use Kohl's, use JCPenney's, use Macy's. I'm sure there's some other stores near you that you're able to check online, check and see what type of clearance sales they have, and get really good deals that you normally wouldn't get in store. Also, of course, use the big box stores and Amazon for their selection, but make sure you're getting a good deal on them and check when they're going to be having big sales as well. And always price check with, usually my go-to is Amazon, like I said, but price check all of them if you can. Alright, that's my guide on getting the best deal possible on all of your Nerf blasters. Big news for me at least, I now have a Patreon, and I will link it below, and if you end up saving a bunch of money buying Nerf guns using this guide and you want to show me some love, I don't know, maybe use some of the money you saved to join my Patreon and help me improve the quality of my content and help me buy some more Nerf guns on sale. I don't know, that's completely up to you. Anyone who does that, you're amazing, and I appreciate you infinitely. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you save a ton of money on your Nerf purchases. I'm Travis. I'll see you next time. Hints and Hobbies out!